You only hear what you're ready to hear. When you ask a question, you want an answer, right? But if the only thing you can focus on is the question and not the having of it, you're not going to hear what you need to hear. You won't receive the answer. Even if someone is telling you the answer, your brain will focus on what it wants to hear. You're the only one in your life that can change it for yourself, that can change things for yourself. And I mean really change things. The hard truth is that at the end of the day, no one really cares. Not as much as you do. No one else is coming to save you. No one can make your decisions for you. No one is coming. And I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. And I'm not saying this to try and put you down. I'm just saying it to try to wake you up a little bit. I've been in that place before and lived it, and I've waited for years for something to happen, for something to change. But in reality, the thing that needs to change is the thing inside of us. The thing inside us that is holding us back from going after the thing that we want. The piece of us that keeps asking, what if? I've been so frustrated with my life lately with why things aren't happening, why things don't seem to be moving, and I keep asking myself just why? Why is nothing happening? And the more I think about it, the more I realized I'm the only one that can change that, and that something actually is happening. It may just be in a different part of my life. We put so much thought and attention sometimes into one thing, one part of our lives, one area, one idea, and it slowly can start to become a part of us. It slowly starts to become our normal way of thinking, and we aren't able to see anything else. As an example, I've seen this with different parts of my life so far. Let's just use college and ballroom as an example for this. When I was younger, ballroom was its own little world. We were so immersed with everything that was going on, and it was really hard to feel anything else, any other way of living. And that's not to say you don't realize that others are living and that other things are going on. It's just that in your life at that time, it can make everything feel like that is everything, if that makes sense. And it's the same thing with college. A different feeling, of course, but still such a big part of, in my case, of my attention, that was making it feel like it was the biggest kind of only thing that was going on. Again, not saying that it was, or even that I didn't see other things going on, but it just was the thing, if that makes sense. It was the thing. And I think that this is like this for many other things as well. Say like money or family or friends or hobbies, jobs, vacations, or even just the way that we think about things or how we view the world, like I mentioned earlier. And there's so much out there right now, especially in this day and age where we have the internet and socials and all of the ways that we are able to get so much information so fast. And I think that sometimes it can just become so overwhelming, and I think that this is something that I'm starting to learn in the content creation world as well, as I am looking at all of the other videos out there and searching for ideas and learning about how YouTube works and how to make videos and how to find things that people actually want to hear, and so on and so on. You see all of these videos out there with thousands, millions, sometimes even more views, and it can get so disheartening so fast. And I think that's something to keep in mind and to learn from. It can also be limiting. It can feel limiting with how much info that we can intake, and remembering that everyone had to begin somewhere, and just because they are at that point and you are at this point, it doesn't mean a thing. It doesn't mean anything. The only thing that it does show is that you are at the beginning of your journey and you are taking your first steps or saying your first words, etc., so to speak. Now, I know that just from watching this one singular video, it isn't going to change your whole life. Remember, only you can do that. But if you are looking for inspiration or a sign or proof that there's someone out there like you, please let this be it. Let this be the thing that gets you to join the club at school, or go after the new job that you want, or your dream job that you want, or even your dream life, making your dream life a reality even. Let this be your sign. Let this be your thing. I know it may not be much, but just knowing that there are others out there going through things too, I think it can help a lot. And I don't say this to try to say, like, in quotes, oh, others have it so much worse, blah, 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 that whole stuff. No, I say this to show you that you can do it. Literally, the only thing that you need is to want it. And then you just have to let everything happen. Let everything fall into place and get out of your own way. Change your way of thinking about things. And most of all, care about the way you feel. Life is supposed to be so fun. We're supposed to experience things and live things, whether they're good or bad or whatever it is. We are supposed to have fun and we are supposed to experience everything. And if you are looking for more inspiration, click this video. I promise it'll change the way you think about things. Thank you so much for being here, and I love you all so much. Goodbye, everyone.